hello there chums, it is I, Captain Steve EXO, and yes, I've come across an A-class fighter with quite a fair few slots, and yeah, because I've got the fight 36 on the dice roll, I'm going to try and make this one of the best fighters I've got. Okay, so let's make an offer on the Lifeform ship, and let's pick this one up. There you go. It's an A-class, so I don't have to really upgrade it all that much, but yeah, because I've got the 36 on the dice roll, it's going to be a pretty awesome nasty looking ship when I'm done with it. So there we go, negotiate price, and we're going to do an exchange on the shuttle. There we go, and yes. Now what I'm thinking is some of my ships at the moment are overpriced because they've got full slottage, so I might upgrade some of the notes on some of the actual previous cards, but I think I've got to make this fair and do dice rolls and things like that, or adjust some stats like the cost, the actual price, the value of the ship in accordance. But we could have a couple that are OP on price. I mean, it can't hurt too much, I suppose, the way it is at the moment. Yeah, I just changed the notes. We'd have a couple that are OP on price. It's not a problem. Okay, cool. We've got another one that's just flying in. That's an A-class, 27.5. Wow. Okay, cool. Well, that's pretty cool as well. Now, I'm hoping this system is an affluent system, so I'm hoping that it's going to have an exotic. Now what I might do in my live stream is actually stay here for a whole hour on the live stream and sort of chat, so yeah, we might have to do that another night, but for now I'm taking the claws of the Gek up to the station and I'm going to be upgrading this. Now it shouldn't take me all that long, because when I'm jumping to the stations to pick up shield modules or hyperdrive modules, which seem to be the rarest of the kind for some unknown reason, I'm picking up every other module that I can. So my infantry right now in my suit is just maxed out with a load of modules. So the weapons and pulse drives and things I'm good with. It's just the shields and the warp engines that I have to keep going backwards and forwards for. I've got a couple of shields here, but yeah, the warp drives are the thing that's costing me the most amount of time at the moment, chums. But then again, you can just reload every time you're in the station, which is helping a little. So yeah, I'm going to head on in and I'm going to upgrade this. And what we're going to be doing is installing 36 tech into this one. That's going to be mental. Now what I'm going to do is, rather than upgrade all of the augmentation slots here, I'm probably going to leave the slottage the same, so the price of the ship doesn't change much. The only augmentation I'm going to do is add in enough to make the 36. So it's only going to have 36 squares inside this technology, but it's going to be rammed full of technology. And I'm going to be fully upgrading this to make it fair as well. And that's going to have technology. So it's going to have all the technology on the other page. 36 here is going to be taken up with tech. And then all of this is going to be tech as well. So this is going to have every single weapon in it, chums. Every single freaking weapon. And it's going to have 36 augmentation slots. So it's going to be a 36 whatever slottage that is. Alright, okay, so I'll reconvene with you in a while. It'll make more sense when I show you. I'll see you in a bit. Okay, take care for now. Well, hello there chums. Right, I've applied the augmentation. If I scan it now, you see there it's S3621. So it's 21 in the tech slots, 36 in the general. That's what I mean. So if I get the dice roll of 36, that's the amount of storage slots it's going to have. But I'm hoping to fill this all up with tech, if I can. I mean, I've got to fill this up with tech and that up with tech. If I can't fill it all up with tech, it doesn't overly matter too much, because it will count towards the ship's overall cost with the storage slots. Obviously it's not going to be as much as one of my previous fighters, the one that runs away from battles, but it would have better damage potential and all sorts of other stats here than that, but its actual purchase price will be less. That one's going to be super expensive, the yellow one, where this one isn't. This is just going to be a freaking soul destroyer. I mean, look at it, it's freaking awesome. I think this is going to be my forever ship in creative, and I'm having the Anvil of Destiny in my normal, and I'm going to have the Claws of the Gek in my creative save. I'm really struggling to say which one I like the most, this one or the other one. It's a very close call. A beautiful ship. Okay, right, well I'm going to move all this tech around, install this tech, and I'll be right back with you in a bit, guys, with this awesome fighter, and I can't wait to get this into the deck. Well, hello there chums. So just so you can see a little bit of what I have to go through to upgrade these ships. Now I've sped this footage up by about 8 times. Now this took me roughly about, 40 minutes. So a lot of it is jumping from system to system, picking up different upgrades and so forth and so on. Now why I do this little bit of footage, I'm going to play a track by a gentleman of the name of Nerve. Nerve is one of my Patreons, but he's also a fantastic guy that I've formed a sort of friendship with, and he's helping me with some of my music for some of my intros and outros. He's a fantastic guy. This track is called Understand by Nerve. Enjoy! Yeah! Well, welcome back. Right, well, I've finished upgrading the Claw of the Gek. Now let's go take a look-see. So I've got quite a fair few weapons, 4 different weapon types. Shields, takeoff thrusters, I've got the emergency warp unit, I've got all the pulse engines. Under technology, I've got, again, pulse engines, so the maneuverability is fairly high, 775. Hyperdrive range is fairly low. I haven't really gone to town on that. Where I went to town was on the weaponry. So yeah, I've stacked out the weaponry fairly high at 443.2. If I would have got rid of hyperdrive completely, I could have nudged that up even higher and made it like an OP sort of weaponized ship, which I'm fairly tempted to do, thinking about it. So if I did scrap those though, in general, I haven't got any well, I've only got one hyperdrive module, so I couldn't push it up unless I sacrificed the shields, which I don't really overly want to do. I still want it to have some sorts of general stat, but there we go. That's what it is. It's more of an all-rounder sort of ship. Now, because it's called the Claw of the Gek, I'm thinking its backstory could be that it comes from the times of where the Gek were enslaving the Korvax, and this is actually a slaver-type fighter. So it was taking down Korvax ships and then enslaving the inhabitants. A little bit dark, but yeah, there we go. Let's go give it a little bit of a test run. Let's fly it out and let's have a quick look. Now, because this is going to be my forever ship, I am going to be flying it back into the station, and I'm going to be upping all of its other doohickeys and doobries and whatnot. Yeah, let's just have a quick little go of it. So yeah, it's not going to stay like this, but it's already fairly lethal. That is pretty damn sweet. Kapow, 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 take that, you. I blew a hole through it. I wonder if I can fly through that hole. Let's give it a go. This is probably not going to work and result in death. Let's give it a shot. Okay, through the wreckage. Here we go. Oh, I flew through a freaking freighter's wreckage. That is so cool. Okie dokie. Awesome. This is a great little ship. I'm liking it. I'm liking it. Right, so let's fly this back into the station. And yeah, I get a picture of the stats. Oh, I need to get a photo of the ship in action. So yeah, I'm going to get a picture, I think, flying right by this. Yeah, that would be quite cool with laser fire. Yeah, why not? Pow! That's quite a cool image. Yeah, that is going to make an awesome freaking image. Nice. Okay, so that's going to be the photo for this one. That is such a cool ship, isn't it? Oh, let's get the droid in. Let's get the droid in the picture, like so. Yeah, that's pretty awesome. Awesome, awesome. Back in the actual station, let's just give that a scan. Let's just have a quick look at the stats one more time. So there you go. I want to get a background there for the card. I need to get a picture of this so I can read the text fairly well. Don't really want those wide panels there. It's kind of landed in the wrong place to get a decent scan. So, oh, can't go up there. See what I mean? So yeah, it's quite tricky to get the positioning right. So I don't need the top bit so much. So where it says fighter, there we are. That kind of works. That can go. Alright, okay, excellent. I mean, see there, the actual value is only 45,000 units. So let's grab a picture of that anyhow. So yeah, that's going to be its weakness against the other fighters right now, the value. Whereas, yeah, the other stats are pretty hardcore. I think it's going to beat the other ships in a dogfight. So yeah, let's that's all good. That's all good. I'm fairly happy with that. However, because this is going to be my forever ship, I'm just going to spend a bit of extra time with it in my own time, and I'm going to improve it myself. But that's the actual card. That's locked in. That's saved. That's as the card. So yeah, I'm going to say goodbye for now, chums. But hopefully I'll be able to show you that in the next episode. I'll leave you with Exo to show you the card of this. Okay, cheery bye for now. Goodbye.
The claw of the gag is an extremely advanced fighter. Its shield strength and its damage potential are pretty high. The anvil of the destiny is the Bruce Lee of ships. I mean, its damage potential is slightly higher, but as you can see here, the claw of the gag outweighs the hand of destiny in damage potential.
And yes, I have a Patreon. If you wish to support my channel in that way, there is a tier there for pretty much everyone, including ship models. And here are the Patreons that are supporting me in that way. Thanking you, and here are my other supporters. And again, thanking you, Patreons. I also have merch. You can grab yourself a mug, a t-shirt, some fancy socks, or a lovely hoodie. Head on over to Teespring. Or yeah, you can hit like, subscribe, or just don't skip my adverts. That throws revenue down my avenue. Thank you very much for watching, and please consider clicking one of these links.